Hey you guys, welcome back to Black Tea. It's your girl Ebony. Okay you guys, so before we get into the actual Grammys, I do want to talk about what is happening on Twitter with Cardi B. I want to first thank everyone for their kind words and everybody reaching out to see if I was okay. Now I want to remind you guys that the Twitter account that Cardi B did respond to is not me. That account says Blackteablog, HOGG. They also have I hate my kids or something about the kids being ugly in their bio. So this is definitely not me. Cardi B on my end is blocked, so she would not be able to see any of my tweets. I don't respond to her, and I also stay out of her mentions. With that being said, I am going to go over what she actually said and also some of the vile things that she said to some of her fans on Twitter, even allegedly telling someone she hoped their mother passed away. Talk about a mess. Now it all started when her fans basically wanted her to drop music, and so her fans continued to bug her, and her fans allegedly, in my opinion, were also a little upset that she was not at this year's Grammys. Now one of her fans said this: "I bet your son wouldn't like for you to be on your ASS while teasing your fans and not ever dropping music." Cardi B responds to this fan and she says, "I hope your mom die." Yes, you read that right. I hope your moms die. Now there was a fake Blackteablog page. Again, as you guys see on the screen, this page says Blackteablog. This is not me, okay? And I think she knew, in my opinion, it wasn't me, and I feel like this was bait, in my opinion. I feel like she wanted to initiate an argument with me, and that's not gonna happen because she's blocked. I'm not in her mentions, so there's no reason for us to argue. Now the fake Blackteablog page said this: "Lazy ASSHOE, get up and work." She then responds to the Blackteablog page and she says, "Drink acid with your ugly ASS." Now she also goes back and she starts responding more to her fans, saying this: "Y'all so effing dumb. I really don't like y'all. Suck my D word." A fan then says, "Now what the F did I do? I really hope you lose that Grammy tonight, cause you couldn't just not respond to anyone." Then Cardi says, "You don't even go here." Somebody says, "Do you kiss your autistic child with that mouth?" Cardi says, "None of my kids are autistic. Don't project what you got on my kids." The F? Another person says, "My thing is, why hype us up if you know you're not going from the jump? She needs to take her fans more seriously, cause this is getting ridiculous. I'm sorry, and don't come in my comments acting dumb." Cardi says, "When did I hype y'all up? Where and when? Did I ever give hints? Like, are you okay? I'm not going to an award if I don't got a new song to perform, or my album ain't out next year. But shorty, you gotta chill." The F? A person said, "You literally could have said that as fans that barely get fed. We want to see you. What do you expect? You could have said something, period." Cardi says, "Why the F you want me to say? I've been posting on my IG stories where I've been at. Like, clearly, I'm in my house and I'm in New York." The F? Another person says, "But your job is literally music, and it's just like you don't care about it anymore. You've been saying you have an album on the way since 2019. Girl, please." Cardi says, "B word, suck the D word and go do some homework." The F? Now after going back and forth with her fans, this is where Cardi B deactivated her Twitter account and also said why she was deactivating. Talk about a hot mess. Imagine being a global superstar and having time to do this. In my opinion, allegedly, this is just a waste of energy. Cardi saying this: "I'm deleting my Twitter, but on God, I hate this effing dumb ASS fan base. You got the slow, dumb ASSs dragging my kids, all cause y'all thought I was going to the Grammys. And I didn't, the F. When the F I hinted I was going. Just effing stupid. I can't. I needs to protect myself. So as you see, Cardi B basically did go ahead and delete her Twitter. And this is what I have to say. I never condone anybody coming for no one's kids. So any of those comments that Cardi responded to with someone attacking her kids, I mean, that is her right to respond. But what I don't like is telling people that you hope their parents die, and also going as far as disrespecting, in my opinion, those individuals who spend their hardworking money on you by calling them dumb and also saying that you hate them. I understand that we get so wrapped up in social media that sometimes we say things that we don't mean. Hence, this is why Cardi B deleted those tweets. On top of that, Cardi B, I feel, in my opinion, wants to initiate an argument with me. For those of you guys who don't know, when Cardi B actually put out those false statements about me, my motherhood, my kids, those things were untrue. She defamed my character. I had never been involved with anything regarding my kids. They are everything to me. I've never had a charge, never had a CPS call, none of those things. I've always been a great mother. And so as soon as that happened, I made sure that I did obtain an attorney. And since that time, me and Cardi have been working on this legal situation behind the scenes. So I haven't really spoken about it and put it out there because it's really nobody's business. On top of that, I wanted to make sure that I stood up for myself, because at the end of the day, I was none of those things that she portrayed me to be online. And now to see her responding to fake pages that have doxed me and used my pictures, telling this person to drink acid and calling them ugly, at some point in time, I feel like she's trying to bait me into a response. On top of that, her fans are now blowing me up, sending me all types of threats, talking about they're gonna come to my place of residence after she did that. And it just blows my mind that nobody can read with comprehension. The page literally says Black Tea Hog. That is not my page.
Irritated. And I deleted my Twitter and because I'm doing girls days today, right? And I'm chilling and everything, and then I'm going to my Twitter and I see people on my Twitter, my fans, my own fans, talking like, oh, practically saying that I'm lazy and that I was giving hints that I was going to the Grammys. Was I giving hints that I'm going to the Grammys when I'm literally lasering and bleaching my Insta story? Like, I literally posted earlier today that in my house in New York with my kids, you could hear my kids in the background. When did I ever give hints that I was going to the Grammys? And for you to call me lazy because I'm not going to an award, what? Why would I go to an award for? Do I have any new music? Why would I show up with one nomination? And I lost it anyway. So you wanted me to go to the Grammys, lose an award, and me just be there, smile like, that's great. Like, come on now, my nigga. Come on now. I don't like that. And then it's like, oh, but you was giving out hints. I wasn't giving out hints. What in my Insta story gave you hints that I was going to go into the Grammys? Oh, my tweet. Oh, I like men that like fashion. What the got to do with the Grammys? Red hair and tattoos. What the that got to do with with me saying that I'm going to a Grammys? How is that implying that? So that me mad, because it's like, it gets me annoyed when other people talk about me, but when my own fans talk about me, that really pissed the out of me, bro. That really pissed me the off. And then because of that had like a domino effect of me just going off and talking about like I'm getting canceled, this and that. Let me tell you something. I don't give a whatever I said on them tweets. I really mean it. Oh, why would you wish that on somebody mother? Well, that person brought up my son. If you talk about me, why you bringing up my son? What do my son got to do with anything? If you bring up my son, I hate you.
So this whole situation is just draining. At the end of the day, I hope that this woman gets some help. This is ridiculous. To go off on Twitter like this, I get it. We get frustrated, but to go off like that and to throw these types of tantrums just to delete the tweets, it's really not a good look. And to be quite honest, baby girl, you're not going to get the response from me that you want. I am praying for you. I really do hope that God somehow heals whatever you got going on, because you are obviously dealing with some things that are causing you to spaz out and just go off. And I hope that you deal with those things, but stop trying to bait me into arguments. It's not going to work in my opinion. And at the end of the day, I do hope that we are able to settle our legal matter behind the scenes. So let me know what you guys think about these topics down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. I love you guys to the moon and back, and we'll chop it up down below. And I will be releasing a Grammys video in a couple hours based on the actual show. Bye guys.